The conquest of Mecca is the historical event when Mecca was opened for and conquered by Muslims on the 11th of December 629 CE, 18 Ramadan, 8 in the ancient Arabic calendar. Muhammad started the journey on 6 Ramadan and entered Mecca on 18 Ramadan. Background: in 628, the Meccan tribe of Quraysh and the Muslim community in Medina signed a 10-year truce called the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. According to the terms of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, the Arab tribes were given the option of joining either of the parties, the Muslims or Quraysh. Should any of these tribes face aggression, the party to which it was allied would have the right to retaliate. As a consequence, Banu Bakr joined Quraysh, and Khuzarah joined Muhammad. They thus lived in peace for some time, but ulterior motives stretching back to the pre-Islamic period, ignited by unabated fire of revenge, triggered fresh hostilities. Banu Bakr, without concern for the provisions of the treaty, attacked Banu Khuzarah in a place called Al-Watir in Shahraban, in 8 Quraysh helped Banu Bakr with men in arms, taking advantage of the dark night. Pressed by their enemies, the tribesmen of Khuzarah sought the holy sanctuary, but here too, their lives were not spared, and, contrary to all accepted traditions, Nawfal, the chief of Banu Bakr, chased him in the sanctified area, where no blood should be shed, and massacred his adversaries. Khuzarah at once sent a delegation to Medina to inform the Islamic prophet, Muhammad, of this breach of truce and to seek help from Muslims of Medina being their allies. After the incident, Quraysh sent a delegation to Muhammad, petitioning to maintain the treaty with the Muslims and offering material compensation. The Muslim forces had gathered in strength to settle account with Quraysh and for the final attack and the opening of Mecca. Entrance into Mecca. After Abu Sufyan ibn Harb's departure, Muhammad immediately assembled a large army. The objective of the operation was kept secret, and even Muhammad's close friends and commanders did not know his plans. Muhammad intended to assemble and attack the Quraysh using the element of surprise. For further secrecy, Muhammad sent Abu Qatada towards Batan Izm, to give the impression that he wanted to go there. The Muslim army set out for Mecca on Wednesday, the 29th of November 629. Volunteers and contingents from allied tribes joined the Muslim army on the way, swelling its size to about 10,000 strong. This was the largest Muslim force ever assembled as of that time. The army stayed at Ma'uz-Zaran, located 10 miles northwest of Mecca. Muhammad ordered every man to light a fire so as to make the Meccans overestimate the size of the army. Meanwhile, Abu Sufyan ibn Harb traveled back and forth between Muhammad and Mecca, still trying to reach a settlement in order to avoid conquest. According to the sources, he found assistance in Muhammad's uncle Al-Abbas, though some scholars consider that historians writing under the rule of Abbas descendants, the Abbasid dynasty, had exaggerated Abbas' role and downplayed the role of Abu Sufyan, who was the ancestor of the Abbasid's enemies. Mecca lies in the Valley of Ibrahim, surrounded by black rugged hills reaching heights of 1,000 feet at some places. There were 4 entry routes through passes in the hills. These were from the northwest, the southwest, the south, and the northeast. Muhammad divided the Muslim army into 4 columns, one to advance through each pass. The main column in which Muhammad was present was commanded by Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah. It was tasked to enter Mecca through the main Medina route, from the northwest near Azakir. Muhammad's cousin Arizona Zubair commanded the second column, and it would enter Mecca from the southwest, through a pass west of Quda Hill. The column entering from the south through Qudai was under the leadership of Muhammad's cousin Ali. The last column under Khalid ibn al-Walid was tasked to enter from the northeast, through Kandahar and Lay. Their tactic was to advance simultaneously from all sides, targeting a single central objective. This would lead to the dispersion of enemy forces and prevent their concentration on any one front. Another important reason for this tactic was that even if 1 or 2 of the attacking columns faced stiff resistance and became unable to break through. Then the attack could continue from other flanks. This would also prevent any of the Quraysh from escaping. Muhammad emphasized on refraining from fighting unless Quraysh attacked. The Muslim army entered Mecca on Monday, the 11th of December 629. The entry was peaceful and bloodless entry on 3 sectors except for that of Khalid's column. The hardened anti-Muslims like Ikrimah and Sufyan gathered a band of Quraysh fighters and faced Khalid's column. The Quraysh attacked the Muslims with swords and bows, and the Muslims charged the Quraysh's positions. After a short skirmish, the Quraysh gave ground after losing 12 men. Muslim losses were 2 warriors. Aftermath. On the eve of the opening, Abu Sufyan adopted Islam. When asked by Muhammad, he conceded that the Meccan gods had proved powerless and that there was indeed no god but Allah, the first part of the Islamic confession of faith. In turn, Muhammad declared Abu Sufyan's house a sanctuary because he was the present chief, and that all the others were gathered over his territory. Therefore, even he who enters the house of Abu Sufyan will be safe. He who lays down arms will be safe. He who locks his door will be safe. He also declared, Allah has made Mecca a sanctuary since the day He created the heavens and the earth, and it will remain a sanctuary by virtue of the sanctity Allah has bestowed on it until the day of resurrection. It was not made lawful to anyone before me, nor will it be made lawful to anyone after me, and it was not made lawful for me except for a short period of time. Its animals should not be chased, nor should its trees be cut, nor its vegetation or grass uprooted, nor its lucata picked up except by one who makes a public announcement about it. Then, along with his companions, Muhammad visited the Kaaba. The idols were broken and the gods were destroyed. Thereupon Muhammad recited the following verse from the Quran: Say, the truth has come and falsehood gone. Verily falsehood is bound to vanish. The people assembled at the Kaaba, and Muhammad delivered the following address: There is no God but Allah. He has no associate. He has made good his promise that he held to his bondman and helped him and defeated all the confederates. Bear in mind that every claim of privilege, whether that of blood or property, is abolished except that of the custody of the Kaaba and of supplying water to the pilgrims. Bear in mind that for anyone who has slain the blood money is 100 camels. People of Quraysh, surely God has abolished from you all pride of the time of ignorance and all pride in your ancestry, because all men are descended from Adam, and Adam was made of clay. Then Muhammad, turning to the people, said, O Quraysh, what do you think of the treatment that I should accord you? And they said, Mercy, O Prophet of Allah. We expect nothing but good from you. Thereupon Muhammad declared, I speak to you in the same words as Yusuf spoke to his brothers. This day there is no reproof against you. Go your way, for you are free. Muhammad's prestige grew after the surrender of the Meccans. Emissaries from all over Arabia came to Medina to accept him. 10 people were ordered to be killed: Ikrimah ibn Abi Jahl, Abdullah ibn Sa'd ibn Abi Sarh, Habib bin Aswad, Miqayas Subab al-Laythi, Huwarath bin Nuqayd, Abdullah Hilal, and 4 women who had been guilty of murder or other offences or had sparked off the war and disrupted the peace. However, they were not all killed. Ikrimah lived to adopt Islam and fight in future battles among Muslim ranks. Of the 2 singing girls who were outlawed by Muhammad, one was slain but the other spared because she converted to Islam. Ibn Abi Sarh had been granted protection under Uthman ibn Affan, and when he initially refused to take the mandatory oath of allegiance to Muhammad, the bystanders still did not kill him, due to misunderstanding the edict of the Prophet. The opening of Mecca was followed by the Battle of Hunain.